Welcome to Let's Talk About That, the show about the show. I'm Stevie, and I sawed this boat in half and repaired it with only flex tape. Not only does flex tape's powerful adhesive hold the boat together, but it creates a super strong watertight seal, so the inside is completely dry. Yeah, doggy. Just cut, peel, stick, and seal. This week's guests keep their processed meat in a physical spam folder. Please welcome Rhett and Link. Did that work? Did it look cool? Yeah?
Yeah, it had to.
Well, I mean, it looked cool from my angle, let me tell you. Your two butts just creeping back towards my face.
You're a masochist? I actually kind of hit myself. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Try again.
It's the only shot you get.
Hey, guess what day it is?
Saturday!
You're right. I like to ask you questions that you can get correct, and then we can celebrate about it.
It builds confidence.
Yeah, you got the day of the week correct.
How old am I? 40.
Wait, it doesn't work if you ask yourself questions.
Yeah, you can't ask yourself
Well,
questions.
did I answer correctly?
You got some fuzz. You got some fuzz.
What do you have on your face?
I got it.
Fuzz.
I got it.
Fuzz.
You used to have fuzz on your
40.
face. Guys,
Fuzz.
40 years old and 1,500 episodes.
41.
Well, actually, I guess it would be 1,504
Or
by this point, episodes of the show.
As we say, the 15th, 100th episode.
15th.
We can't say it without saying the two
1500.
THs.
And guess what? It's the 28th episode of LTAT. That's kind of also a big number, but I know that we're going against the 1,500 thing, but I'm just saying it is kind of a big deal to reach that 28 point, you know?
Yeah, but you'll probably never get to 1,500 because it's just a weekly
Man.
show. Just so you know.
After 28, it's all downhill. That's my experience. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, how many years would there have to be if you don't even make it to 50 in a given year, probably.
another riveting opening to an LTAT.
What? You're just...
Hey, if you want to make it about LTAT.
Well, speaking of another, today
30
is all
years?
about nostalgia. Because I'm bringing it back, like I mentioned in the More from earlier this week when that happened. So we have some old drives here. So we recently reorganized our server, made some room, and we have old drives that have old footage. And I was thinking to myself, hey, what's on those drives? Am I right, self? I ask myself questions I can also get correct, because I got this one correct, and there's some real good stuff on drives. So I have just plucked something that you're gonna hate me for later, and I have that to show you.
No, why do you have to do this? I told you to delete all that stuff, man.
This is when LTAT sings, Rhett.
We're supposed to go through the embarrassing stuff and get rid of it so no one can ever see it again.
Well, I compromised the drive, and then I think
it took years.
I'm looking at you, Morgan, but I don't know who it was that was working to get the drive
Well,
back.
there's also some stuff that I just can't find still, and I'm very sad about. But this stuff is like, I'm talking way old. I'm talking real good. So I'm excited for that. And then also we have photos that I asked various different crew members to dig up from the past that I don't think any of the Mythical Beasts have really seen. So we're going to show those.
Love it.
But first, did you know that tomorrow is St. Patty's Day?
Yeah. Yes.
So instead of a
tomorrow
rejected snack this week, I thought that we needed to do something St. Patty's theme because the thing that we did do was so gross. So I thought that this might just redeem it.
Not more intestines.
Whatever.
With a green chicken bucket.
Oh.
Green chicken bucket.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like mossy, moldy.
It looks disgusting.
Fried chicken. I'll take a thigh.
Last year we did green pizza and had other green things in that episode, but we didn't do green fried chicken. So I figured, hey, let's do green fried chicken.
I'm a white meat man. He's a dark meat man.
I have a problem
So-
telling the difference between a breast and a thigh when it comes to chicken.
You're not the only one.
That's a.
I'm looking at
thigh?
Ben.
Oh, that's
What
a
is
thigh.
this?
a thigh.
That's a thigh.
Do you want a thigh? Do
I'd
you want
want a
a breast?
thigh.
You
Yeah, I
want
want
a
a
thigh.
thigh.
Okay.
I want a
Here's
breast. But I'll take a leg if that's all they got.
It's not an
let's see.
appetizing.
We got two.
It's not an appetizing color, you know. It's like, that makes me hungry for
You
some
know what? Just give me a
fried
leg.
chicken.
It's easier to eat.
Here you go. You can have the big daddy.
Okay.
Oh, if all my buckets were dark.
Oh.
I mean, I'd be so happy.
I love looking into a bucket and not being able to see anything.
I don't even understand what's happening.
I like dark meat.
We can dink these.
I dink it, double dink.
Green it. So let's find out if it's flavored.
Look at that.
Whoa.
It definitely broke the skin a little bit.
That's good.
Oh, wow. That is a lot of green.
David also was like, do you want a mystery green drink? I said, yes, David. Of course we want a mystery green drink. So I have that too, because I know that was riveting. Why not follow it up with something that doesn't look as cool?
This is mystery.
It's a mystery, and I believe David holds the key.
Yep, still doing that.
Distance, dink it, and drink it.
Cream soda.
He's guessing cream soda. I'm guessing.
No, it's got something else sour in it.
It doesn't taste like very flavorful. It smells like
It's straight cough syrup.
It's watered down cough syrup. Don't drink too much.
Did you drug us?
That's just plain disgusting coconut LaCroix.
Oh.
I like coconut LaCroix.
Yeah, it is plainly disgusting.
When you mix it with lime, though, it's pretty good.
I like it better when it's
And the green makes it taste worse.
Me and Pat do that on a regular basis.
When it's not.
Can we get to the reminiscing? I'm actually,
okay. So,
I'm excited about it. I'm sorry, I don't mean to rush.
Okay, so here's some factoids, which we were talking about earlier, and I was like, I'm going to talk about this on LTAT.
Okay.
So I joined with you guys. I joined with you. That's how I talk about it. I joined with you.
It is like a club.
Yeah, in January of 2013. And then Ben came on in February of 2013.
And neither one of you know how to tell the difference between dark and white meat chicken.
No, I know once you like get into the meat part, I'm just saying like it looks like a fried blob. And that just like to me, it's really hard to tell. Then Jen came in September of 2013, and that's when we were only hiring people whose names rhymed.
Oh.
Yeah. So then we tried to name Chase Chen.
We tried. Now you could work here.
He rejected it.
But we're gonna call you Chin.
But actually Chase, Alex, and Men, which is Morgan, all joined us in the summer of 2014, and then Kevin came in December 2014, and so on and so on and so on.
Okay.
So those are our OGest members. So I asked for photos, and I was like, we had some good times in the old studio. Like, are there any old studio
photos? Had some bad times too, probably.
We did. So here is our first pick. It's from Jen. There's a lot of discussion going on over in that crew section about this photo, I guess, which is your first office in our first Burbank studio.
Yeah, we went between having our desks facing each other when it was in my garage, and then at least in the first iteration of our desks in Burbank, they both faced outside next to each other.
It was like a bus bench, and we're sitting down, and the desk is here.
In Sherman Oaks, we faced each other.
Yeah.
In that Burbank office, we both faced the same direction. Now we both face away from each other.
Yeah.
No, we turned these desks, and we faced each other here.
Well,
eventually.
I knew.
Now that ruins my story, though.
No, the evolution. You were correct, because this next photo is a couple weeks into us working together.
Yeah, so this is earlier in time. This is when you were.
Yeah.
Oh, and you did a little caption, work.
Yeah.
So work. This is you taking a photo of the two of us working.
Yeah, I don't know really what I was thinking so much, because also, like, it's not a great photo. I mean, back then it's just my Instagram. Who knows?
Was this right when you started working for us? January.
It's a few or a couple weeks after.
Oh wow.
I think actually that's as wide of a shot as you could get in that little office.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I don't know if I've ever told this story anywhere, but I know that we've talked about it. Like one thing that stands out to me about this period of time, because I was only in here with you for like a few weeks before we moved to our other Burbank studio, was the incident with the permanent marker on the dry erase board, which I don't think I've told. Do you remember this?
Okay, yeah, tell the story.
Because I can't remember who played which role exactly. I mean, I can via knowing you who I think played each role, but what I think happened...
I know who got angry.
...was that Link drew on the dry erase board with a permanent marker.
And then Link got mad about it.
Yes, because I was given the marker to write on the board.
I did nothing.
By you.
And then you went to try and erase it, and it didn't come off. And then you both got really upset about it not coming off, but I was there.
My recollection is that it was his fault because he implied that I should use that marker to write whatever he wanted me to write on the board.
I give you the marker. You have the power of choice. You made the decision.
So I ruined a perfectly good
No,
whiteboard.
you didn't,
No.
because someone figured out how to fix it.
That was me!
Why are you spoiling her story?
I couldn't remember.
You're both, and I think this happened after you had like slapped each other in the face that day. Like
Same day?
No, I think it was like after that fact, or maybe it was, I don't know, it was around that time period. Really, emotions were running high.
Right, yeah.
And while you were fighting about it, I Googled how do you get permanent marker off of a dry erase board, and then I fixed it, and then you're like, oh, thank you.
We'll keep you around.
Yeah.
And are you?
What else can you do?
Well, you're not going to tell him what the solution was?
I don't remember. I think the solution was like coloring over
spit
it. Yeah.
Right with a dry erase.
Yeah.
You write.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then
Right on the dry erase.
you erase it afterwards.
You see how fast
Yeah.
my hand's moving in that photo?
You were
Man, that was back when I could really move that left hand. You know? 2013. Man, I'm slowed down a lot.
Then we moved into our first studio, and here's a photo of from Chase of Alex testing out the pool shirt.
Oh, pool shirt.
In our back lot area.
The pert, as we called it.
And I believe that is Kendall, who was a production coordinator at the time. And I think this is one of Alex's first. Alex, was this your first week-ish? It was right at the start.
Yeah, this was after we did the OCD shoot, so it was like 2 weeks in.
Oh, wow.
My
And
first
we-
week was the OCD shoot.
We also made him test the rest of the outfit, which included the pants and the helmet. But I have a lot to get
Pool
through.
shirt
and
and pool pants.
Look how much fun he's having.
yeah. Well,
Is it still that fun, Alex?
There
Is
was
it still
another
that fun?
photo where he didn't look like he was having that much fun, but I chose to go with the one where he looked like he was having
It's always
fun.
been fun.
The water in the hose gets really hot.
And then I stumbled upon a series of backlot photos because honestly, it was such a small little parking lot, but we did so much in it.
Yeah, we did.
So here's a photo of Link with a llama in our backlot. And if you recall, we had to get that llama up the stairs
Yes.
to shoot with the llama. And we successfully got the llama up the stairs, but then when the llama had to go back down the stairs, it appeared as if the animal handler had not calculated that.
Right.
Much easier to go up
Much
than
easier
down.
to climb.
Yeah. And the llama, if I remember correctly, was doing some things that had us a little nervous about the llama's next move because I don't
Yeah.
think the llama was excited about being in our fake living room.
Llamas always
set.
keep you guessing, though.
Yeah.
This wasn't for the show. This was for
HuffPo comedy.
like a free credit
Apparently.
report ad, I
No,
think.
it was for free credit score.
Free credit score.
But that made a better caption because
Yeah,
I just didn't want to be like,
Yeah.
have you guys seen the free credit score commercial on the
Right.
internet?
Hashtag ad. That was before you had to do that.
And then we also had you eating or biting a whole raw fish.
Oh, this is for the calendar.
Yeah.
YouTube calendar. Yeah, that was a cool little shot.
Yeah. And look at my framing though.
So we're stranded.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We're stranded on like a lifeboat in the middle of the ocean.
But also in the parking lot.
We brought in sand for that?
Those were the.
Those are real fish too. Remember how bad
Yeah.
and you had to put it in your mouth?
I do.
Dang.
And those risers were from that time that we had an audience on the first episode of the Mythical show.
That one time we did that.
And then we kept them for a long time. And then also I found photos of guests from the Mythical show who have evolved now. So back then this was the SourceFed team and Gorgon who shot with us in the back lot. Now
The
it's
Valley
the Valley
Folk
Folk team.
and Gorgon.
And Gorgon.
Gorgon's
Yep.
still Gorgon.
I mean, he looks pretty good.
He is such a man of stature. Look at that. The
He's
way he
he's a
stands.
bright light of life wherever he goes.
I agree with that. And then also, in terms of foreshadowing, look at this photo.
Yep.
Look
I
at
mean-
that.
That was the Mythical show. We did that wasn't Duo or Don'to, right? That was
No. I don't remember. I have another photo of when we did the Star Trek middle school musical that's set up in a similar fashion. What did they do on the Mythical show? I
think it was the Newlywed Game. It was something a little simpler like that.
I know the Fine Brothers were on, and we did. Oh, the Fine Brothers were on, and we tried to stump their speech.
And it turns out that the Fine Brothers are not susceptible to speech jamming.
But I don't remember what we did with Smosh. But look at them. They're celebrating now.
Look at that.
Yep, celebrating the future.
And of course, we weren't always in the studio or backlot for the Mythical show. We also went golfing.
Yes, we went and played with the Drudder, right? Was that what it was called?
Yes, and we did not pull a permit for that.
There's Jason, our first employee. So he preceded you.
Yep, that's
then
Ben.
Ben joined.
Yeah,
that was Ben.
Yeah, and for the Drudder, I mean, basically went to this golf course and we just like threw a golf ball and like hit a golf ball and like we had, it was not appropriate.
It was one of the best days of my life.
It was.
I mean, as you can see, that
slingshot golf is not a bad idea.
Pure elation. I'm happy about my outfit. I've always loved a visor.
Your outfit looks real good.
And I wish we should do that more often. They're the days that we should just go out and just take over a golf course. We just take everybody out. Take about 20 drudders.
I think we did tell them we were going to do that. We did get, did we? I don't think we got permission to use the slingshot.
This was when
we were very nervous to be slingshotting
like
across this par 3 course because we didn't ask them.
No, and we
also skipped around a lot to get away from people.
And we hid the drudder like broke down. We hid it inside of a golf bag, and then like we only brought like one camera because we were trying to hide it.
Yeah, the audio was really bad because we were by the airport and we didn't know it until we got back to the studio, and like all the audio was just screwed up.
Oh, because of the RF signals.
Yeah. And then one of the very first music videos we shot after the joining of Chen was "I'm on Vacation." So this actually, Chase, this is your first week. It was Chase joined as an intern, and you can't really see him. He's peeking out. He is in fact the holder of the umbrella in this photo.
With a big straw hat on?
Yeah, that's my big straw hat.
And
your job on day one was to hold an umbrella for Steve.
Yeah.
I think she captioned it that I was her manservant.
Did I? Is that what it says?
Right,
I don't have my glasses on.
I think so.
Or the hashtag manservant, yeah.
Tyrannical photo of me from the I'm on Vacation shoot. Yeah. Hashtag manservant.
But like everything
Horrible
about
person.
you in that picture, including the expression on your face, is like, I need someone to hold an umbrella for me in the sun.
Well, okay, so this is what happened. This was the second day, I believe, of a 3-day shoot for I'm on Vacation. And the first day, Ben and I wore like, beach clothes.
T-shirt, shorts.
Because it was really hot. And we both got super sunburnt. And then the next 2 days we had to wear long sleeve shirts. And I think Ben had like a scarf on. And so Chase had to follow me around with an umbrella. But I will say it does appear that he actually did have fun on the shoot because he made a new friend, which you can see in this next photo. Yeah.
Ooh, what is that, Chase?
It's his first mythical friend.
Oh, that's your body double, Rhett.
Yeah, that was the Rhett that fell off the bike.
Yeah.
In that very realistic scene.
Where did we get that thing, and how's the face so not normal mannequin-y?
I don't recall. I remember.
Is that like from Halloween Town?
Being in the parking
lot. We rented it and then we broke it. Whoops.
Wait, but also Alex had a story that I had not. I don't know if you want to share that story, Alex. I had not heard.
Oh, I love this story.
Yeah.
I'll tell it.
On the beach?
Yeah, the beach story.
Well, we had a base camp that was far away from where we were shooting, and so we had to like run stuff back and forth, and I had to run back and forth so many times that I just threw up on the beach.
What? I've never heard that story.
I didn't
Yeah, it was
hear
only
it until, like,
Ben was the only
yesterday.
one who knew about that because he looked at me and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I just threw up though."
Threw up on the beach.
I just threw up on a beach.
Yeah.
It was hot, man.
That was a grueling
That's called
one.
heat exhaustion. That's not healthy.
And just because I did mention it and more, and I felt like I needed to pay off, this is a picture of beautiful Kevin from when he had long flowing locks. And this is his first week. He's juxtaposing the party sign in the background with his innocent look.
Non-party-like vibe.
I do remember the party sign. It would come on Fridays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Friday at 5 o'clock. Alex assigned that job to me, and then anyone that came in or out of our building, he told them that I was the party sign guy.
I don't remember you ever
met
being
Kevin?
in that studio, Kevin. How long?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he was there for a while.
Yeah, that was also when we had the
I just remember moving out of there before we started hiring more
The
people.
fake poop incident was also in that studio, where someone very important, the head of Hulu was coming for some reason to have a meeting with us, and we had this fake poop that we had used for something, and so for like a couple weeks afterwards, everyone would leave the fake poop in different places, and someone left it like either on the edge of the toilet seat or on the rug right in front of the toilet, and he used the restroom.
You asked me, like, he asked where the bathroom was, and you looked panicked because you knew it was in there. And then I thought we had taken it out, so I was like, don't worry, Stevie, it's good. The bathroom's right over here. And then someone put it back in there. So.
And Hulu's never been the same.
Yeah, right?
That's right. Everything went downhill from that point.
Okay, speaking of going downhill, I don't know how you're gonna react to what I'm about to throw to.
Oh gosh.
But please make sure that afterwards you say that you loved it, so that I don't get attacked in on social media or in the comment section. Hey, do you remember when you guys put together a hosting reel?
Stevie.
Because I do, and I have it right now.
We're Rhett and Link. I'm Rhett. I'm taller, and my eyebrows are more pronounced.
I'm Link. I wear glasses, and my beard grows faster.
We've viewed thousands of clips and selected your funniest, most brilliant, shocking, and sometimes bizarre videos.
So sit back as we bring you the very wide world of Online Nation.
Rhett and Link on location at the Grammys.
Who are you wearing?
Plastic Man.
Very nice. You work. Even your stupid watch works.
You look good though, you match in height. It's the boy Twister, tell me what you think. Dropping the flow when talking about Rhett and Link.
Rhett and Link don't stink. Every time I blink, they're going through my mind when I think.
History is full of great debates.
Paper versus plastic.
Ninjas versus pirates.
Comb-overs versus mullets.
But the greatest of them all.
Mac versus PC. You know, one may think that, we'd be intimidated with all this sports talent around us.
World-class athletes.
Yeah.
But we're not, because we've got quite the athletic accomplishments under our belts.
Here's the first place ribbon for Science Olympiad.
You probably think that watching internet videos all day is fun.
But it's not. It's stressful.
And that's why we've made appointments at this place.
Now, you and me, we're kindred spirits because we both got the chin strap going.
We do got it. You know what? I didn't think anybody else used that term, the chin strap. I thought I was the only one that called it the chin strap.
Well, I'm the one who came up with it.
We're developing a new sport. It's called the mental game. Maybe put those on.
You can't put these on. These are for guys who are like 80 or older.
Visualize winning.
Is it happening?
It's happening. I'm Brady Quinn, and Rhett and Link's big old sunglasses changed my life.
Our next upload from a group of filmmakers in Brooklyn, New York. Proves that seeing is believing.
People from all over North Carolina and even farther away come to the Pumpkin Festival every year to put these suckers in gear.
Welcome to the wonderful world of garden tractor pulling.
We are going to actually pull in the competition.
So what do you think it is about this particular video, Chocolate Rain, that caused it to sort of have this internet explosion?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's a catchy beat.
Chocolate rain, chocolate rain.
Don't forget you can see your videos here too.
Just upload them to us at cwtv.com/online nation. We'll take care of the rest.
Brooklyn! Listen, this is how I feel about that. I think that the Online Nation stuff was painfully embarrassing. But the other stuff was like, hey, I think there was some promise in the other stuff.
We had a stylist. His name was Warden Neal. Warden Neal.
Neal?
Warden Neal.
We shared a last name. He spoke like this.
Hey, you got to understand, that was 2007. We looked hot.
And if there were logos on our clothes, he would say, this has a logo, but we need to geek it. And he would come in and he would like black out the logo.
Instead of Greek it, he would say geek it.
He would need to geek the logo.
There was like a lot of like
patterns.
Ed Hardy.
Yeah, it was like everything had wings that could just fly off at any time.
But that the lawn tractor pull, like the lawnmower pull thing.
That's a good.
I don't know if
video,
that.
man.
We were
I might
trying to
have
pitch a
that
television
video in the archives.
You got the whole video?
It might be true, and I also think there were several videos.
Well, we had a whole idea for a show called Good Old Boys.
Yep, I have that as well.
And it was.
Oh, you're gonna show that?
No, I'm not going to.
Okay. But we were gonna
maybe later
doing stuff like catching catfish with our hands, tractor pull, other redneck things.
Yeah,
well,
stuff from back home.
The pitch starts from the same place that the hosting reel starts from, like in front of that little green screen, like tight shot.
Yeah.
You're pitching what the show is.
With my greasy winged hair.
Dude, your voice, I swear.
It was higher.
Yeah, it was higher and had more of a southern accent.
He had a second puberty once we moved out here. It happens with some people.
I think once you start having children whose voice drops lower than you got to compete with it.
Right, I got to talk like this.
Okay,
I got to seem cool for my boys.
Drop the balls.
Wow.
Okay, that's all I have. I did want to remind you, there is 1 week left to donate to #NoStashHungry if you want to see link. Shave
1 week
Josh's
left
stash.
to donate to No Stash Hungry.
You guys completely blew away this campaign, so I'm just putting this full screen graphic here so I can do this VO pickup. We will be shaving Josh's stash, we will be shaving Josh's head, and we have a new 30K mark if you want to see Josh get a tattoo designed by Rhett and Link. So please do that. The information is in the description. Also, the link is in the description. Information is something I haven't said before, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Brooklyn!
And now for our closing line.
Until next LTAT,
keep on BYNB. FOS.